up, everyone? It's your boy, Dave.
Ya boy!
And with me, as always, is my hype man, Shane.
Hey, what's up, guys?
And we have Russell the Mumbler.
Hi, how is everyone this evening?
Wasn't really mumbly, but all right. This is the DQP Does Hostful, where we talk about movie news and trailers and a bunch of fun stuff that you're gonna love.
Yep.
Like Marvel.
There's a lot of Marvel stuff this week.
This
if
is
you
definitely
are not a Marvel fan, I just imagine that you stopped listening to our podcasts 2 years ago.
Please don't. Please listen.
Did we talk about other stuff?
Yeah. We talk about wieners a lot.
You're not wrong.
That's not Marvel.
Will probably be some wiener talk today.
There usually is. But first off, we watched some trailers.
Yeah, we watched a lot of trailers just now.
A lot.
The first one was for a Netflix movie, so we're gonna get that out of the way before we start talking about Marvel.
Yeah.
Don't Look Up, which has not for real.
Oh,
and
I
you
looked
didn't
up.
listen. You looked up. Like,
Can't tell me what to do.
I immediately started quaking and was like, what's up there?
Getting anxiety.
Existential dread of the ceiling.
Yeah. So there's a lot of people in this movie. Timothy Chalamet, Leonardo DiCaprio, Jennifer Lawrence. I don't know who that is, but Melanie Linsky is credited right there. Weird. Okay. Jonah Hill, Kate Blanchett, Meryl Streep. That's who it was.
Meryl
I couldn't
Streep.
think of who it was. Some people look like they're just like kind of cameos, like Ariana Grande, Ron Perlman.
I didn't see Raw Perlman in there.
Yeah.
He was firing the gun at the asteroid.
Yeah, he's like, you'll never
shit.
take me alive. Yeah. Michael Chiklis, Tyler Perry, Kid Cudi, Paul Guilfoyle, Himesh Patel, Rob Morgan. There's just like a lot of people in this. But it looks, how I described it to Dave was like a Coen Brothers movie that isn't as dry in the humor. It's more straight up comedy.
Yeah.
But like a similar, it's kind of black comedy, where these astronomers see a comet coming towards Earth, and they're like, "Hey, we should like stop this or do something about it." And basically, everyone's like, "Ha, that's cool. We don't care." Yeah, like the president is like, "We should sit and assess.
We should sit on this."
Like, what? And then another scientist tells the government that there's $30 trillion worth of raw materials in the core of the comet. And they're like, who cares? I was like, well, wouldn't you want to be rich?
I don't want to be rich.
Ooh. Who cares? If you're dead, everyone's going to be dead. It looks really funny.
It does.
Looks
I'm into
pretty
it.
great.
Yeah. And that was what, December? It comes out in December, I think. On
Yeah,
Netflix.
December 24th.
Ooh,
So
we
you
should
can
watch it.
Yuck it up with your family at Christmas. I don't know. Anyway.
I don't think my family will watch it. Plus, it's not on VHS, so we can't watch it at my house.
God, Jesus Christ.
We're at 3 months, no internet. I'm dying.
I don't know how you're not dead yet. Like, I couldn't do it.
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
It's not fun. I'm not having a good time over here in Castle de Linder.
Straight up not having a good time.
I feel bad for you.
I'm not even
Yeah.
sure we're going to get it.
So
Ever.
this trailer, I don't know, I'm super into this movie because you've got like the two main characters, which are Jennifer Lawrence,
Mhm.
and
Did I even say Jennifer Lawrence when I read the cast list?
Pretty sure you did.
Okay.
and Leonardo DiCaprio, and they appear to be in a totally different movie than the rest of the cast,
Yeah.
and but in like a good way,
Yeah.
not like they don't know, but like just in this like hilarious.
Like, why are you all
Situation.
acting like this?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a very serious situation. Okay. Will it destroy my ex-wife's house? Are you fucking stoned? What? Yes, and yours and everyone else's. We're all gonna die. Yeah. No, it looks very humorous. But I want the punchline to just be that it just like skirts by and nothing was gonna happen. And they're like, oh fuck.
That would be cool. I kind of want if it just blows up and kills everyone.
Yeah, kills everyone.
Yeah,
like
that's kind of the ending that I want.
Yeah,
Like no one
maybe.
except for them take it seriously, so that
Yeah.
everyone on Earth dies.
I mean that could work too.
Yeah, I'd be into that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks like a funny movie and you guys should watch it.
It looks right up my alley.
Oh yeah. We're gonna watch it. I don't know if we're gonna do it for the show, but we're gonna watch it.
We should.
Yeah. I'm getting a lot of suggestions on what we should do on the show today.
yes. Definitely should watch Surf
Yeah.
Ninjas.
Oh my god. Yeah, so we watched other trailers.
Did we now?
Yeah. Since last week, there's been 2 fan events, one Disney and one Sony. So we'll talk about the Sony Marvel movie next. Which, I mean, everybody knows Spider-Man's coming out December 17th.
Yep.
I think this is the first time they've talked about when tickets are going to go on sale, though. Tickets are going to go on sale November 29th.
Nice.
Because I know people at work have been waiting. Like, when the fuck are they going to sell tickets? And they're asking me because I'm like, I don't have insider knowledge. I just pay attention to the stuff that everyone else knows. Like, I wish I had insider knowledge.
So this
Actually,
trailer
I don't.
debuted on Spider-Man or on YouTube. Ugh.
YouTube last night, like
Take
8
two.
or 9.
The Bumbler.
So this Spider-Man trailer debuted on YouTube and became the most viewed video of in like the day it was uploaded. So like release day. Oh wow,
Yeah.
man, I can't get this thought across.
Yeah, which like the previous one was the last trailer for it.
Was it?
Yeah.
Mm.
Damn.
Because it was the last one is like the most viewed trailer. I don't know if it's total in history or if it's just in the first day, but
Yeah.
yeah. So it basically, so spoilers, I guess. If you're listening to our show, so we talk a lot about this kind of stuff.
All
but-
we do is spoil.
Yeah, all we do is spoil stuff. But if you want stuff to be a surprise in this movie and you haven't already like had it spoiled by everything that's been leaked and talked about and in trailers that you've already seen, then you should stop listening for the next like 5 minutes. But
continue to listen. We want you to listen.
just mute it for. If you could listen to all our podcasts on, on mute if you don't actually want to listen to it, on repeat, and then give us 5-star reviews, that'd be great. But
Or just mute me if you want. That's fine.
they don't have that. We'd have to have Barry do that.
Mute me, Barry.
Don't actually mute him, Barry.
Do it, Barry.
But so like this basically confirms that there's at least one Green Goblin in this movie. In the trailer, it looks like there might be more than one Green Goblin in this movie.
Yeah.
Because one of them looked like it was one of the hairy Green Goblins.
Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting.
So
Is that Hobgoblin or is that a different guy?
no, so they're Harry and Norman have both been Green Goblin.
That's right. Okay, yeah.
There's multiple people that have been the Hobgoblin. I don't even remember any of their names, but there's a bunch of them. So basically this confirms that we already knew that Doc Ock was going to be in it, and we already thought that Green Goblin was going to be in it. We heard Willem Dafoe's voice in the previous trailer.
Yeah.
We saw the pumpkin bomb, but we didn't actually see Green Goblin. We straight up see the 2000s Norman Osborn, Willem Dafoe, Green Goblin in this trailer.
Yeah.
We know that, or we're fairly certain from how it's portrayed and what is said, that this Green Goblin and this Doc Ock are Tobey Maguire's villains from the first Sony Spider-Man movies.
Right.
But we also see and hear Jamie Foxx as Electro. You also see a very small lizard man that looks like the lizard man from Amazing Spider-Man, which there was like a shadow that everyone thought was him in the first trailer, but you straight up see it. You also straight up see Sandman, which was not which you saw like a weird whirling thing with lightning in it, and that's why people thought that Electro and Sandman were going to be in it in the first trailer.
Yeah.
But you just see Sandman in this trailer.
The same guy?
I don't know if it's Thomas Hayden Church or not. I would be very much appreciative if it was.
Same.
Because he was awesome.
Yeah. That dude just is awesome in general.
Yeah, I like that dude in general, but he was really good as Sandman. Like, that movie was awful. Well, I'll talk about that movie later. In another podcast in like 2-3 weeks, whatever, however long that is from now. Because we're going to do the Spider-Man movies leading up to No Way Home. So
we're doing, is it 8 of them?
That will be number 8. So 1 through 3 with Tobey Maguire, 1 and 2 with Andrew Garfield. So that's 5.
Yeah.
And then Homecoming, Far From Home, and No Way Home with Tom Holland. Anyway, so we basically know who all the villains are going to be in it. We also know if earmuffs, Dave, if you haven't watched Venom. I haven't watched Venom either.
I've not seen the second one.
The second one. The post-credit scene, like, Venom just gets like shunted into the MCU universe, or at least a universe where Tom Holland is Spider-Man.
Whoa, really?
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck's going on with that, but I haven't actually seen it, so this is just from multiple sources of people that I know that have watched it, and people on like Reddit and stuff. And a lot of videos that we watched about this trailer last night that were already up after it had only been up for an hour or something.
Yeah.
We're real slow.
Already dissected.
Yeah, the reaction videos, the video dissected, screens and stuff, people pointing shit out like an hour after the video's up. And here we are releasing on a Friday when that came out on a Tuesday.
We're just a little bit behind.
Yeah, we're a little bit behind, but it's fine. Anyway, so all those villains, still no Tobey or Garfield in the trailers. So, I mean, a lot of people still think they're going to be in the movie. A lot of people want them in the movie. Russell and I are kind of thinking if they are, it's third actor Stinger.
Yeah. I see. So there's a scene in the trailer where it looks like they're at the climax of the movie, and Strange says, "They're coming in. I can't stop them."
Mm-hmm.
And I'm wondering if that's going to be a surprise, where Tom's in the middle of already fighting all these villains that have came into the universe, and then
Sinister Six Plus, and
Spider-Man's show up.
So There's also a couple things in the trailer that make me think there's multiple other Spider-Mans that are not from the other movies.
Yeah.
Because there's one in a black suit, which I've read on Reddit that people are saying that it's the Iron Spider suit turned inside out. So what?
How would they know that?
I don't fucking know. I don't know. I think it might have been in a leak of some kind or something that somebody said that in a leak, which one of the leaks that I read has thus far been completely correct. So I don't know. But whoever was in the black suit is also using magic in the trailer. So, I mean, when did Tom learn how to use magic? Just, throwing that out there.
In the first 20 minutes of this movie.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because we also see him grab the box.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't know if it's... I don't know. We don't know exactly what the box is going to be.
Yeah. According to... Well, I'm not going to do that. There's a huge leak that talks about what the box is. But
yeah, there's the assumption that it's going to be the thing he's supposed to be using to send them back.
Send them back, yeah.
But then... Strange doesn't want him to have it. So
yeah, because he doesn't want the villains to die.
Yeah.
Because all one of the lines in it is that they're all fated to die. Because in all the previous Spider-Man movies, almost all the villains die. Right?
Yeah.
That's true, yeah.
So all the ones that come through are fated to die, and I guess Tom is no, we can't kill them, and we can't send them back to die. So, I don't know. It should be interesting. We'll see how it plays out. But
yeah,
there's a lot going on in this movie. And how long did you say it was supposed to be? Is it supposed to be over 3 hours?
I think the runtime last someone talked about it was going to be close to and or over 3 hours.
Okay.
That's so long.
I'm okay with it.
I'm going to watch it, but that's so long.
Yeah.
Well, it's you don't want to make the mistake of having too little or too much in too little time.
Yeah.
Right.
So
which they are. It's
yeah. We'll
that's
see.
What I'm worried about.
They've kind of figured out how to do these giant movies and these
Have
giant well, they did previously, and then we saw Eternals.
I was going to mention Eternals, but I don't want to piss anyone off.
We're still pissed. It's fine.
I'm just going to say the word Eternals every once in a while and see what happens.
Fucking throw shit.
I know some people that liked it. That's interesting.
You know people, but they're not friends anymore.
They were my friends.
No. That's a joke. I don't unfriend people because they don't like movies, unless it's Blade Runner. Nathan. Oh, he's not here. Fuck.
I've still not watched Blade Runner.
But you got it on VHS.
I did find it on VHS, though.
And it was the director's cut.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to watch it.
Is it the 87 director's cut?
I'm not sure.
Or the 83 director's cut?
Yeah, I forgot there's 4 different versions of the movie.
I found it at Goodwill for 99 cents.
Huh. That's a good buy.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter which version of the movie it is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Spider-Man looks super crazy. Still excited.
Super stoked.
Somebody at work, their friend wants to bet me $100 that it makes more than Endgame.
Don't take that bet.
What?
Do not take that bet.
Why?
Because it is 110% going to make more money than Endgame.
How?
What do you mean, how? Okay. Here's the thing.
It's not going to make more than Endgame.
Here's the thing, though. Before we had this giant ensemble of superheroes.
Yeah.
Spider-Man was Marvel's ultimate draw. like
true.
for everything. Like Spider-Man was like for comics, like for movies, like the TV shows. Like Spider-Man has always been like Marvel's number one thing, and they kind of fucked it up by releasing the fucking Amazing Spider-Man movies too close to the end of Tobey Maguire and Sam Raimi's run. Like I think those movies suffered a lot from, you know, the populace not being prepared for these like casting changes and like total changes to like the characters and like, you know, rehashing or origin stories, you know, so on and so forth. Like we've seen movies suffer from this. But we have like while Endgame was, you know, what, 10, 11 years in the making.
Mm-hmm.
The way they've done this movie is 19 years in the making. We're seeing characters return from 2002. And I do also think that this movie is going to come out and take over number one for the box office.
Okay, do you know how much Endgame made worldwide?
Lots.
$2.797 billion.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how much, I don't know, the next closest Spider-Man movie made? Far From Home made 1.131. Now, Spider-Man does take up 3 of the top 15. But they're all outside the top 5.
Yeah.
All outside the top 8.
Mm-hmm.
Number 9 is Far From Home, 1.13. Spider-Man 3 was 894. Homecoming was 880 million.
Yeah.
So only one of them has made over $1 billion. Aquaman has made more than all the Spider-Man movies.
Are those adjusted for inflation?
No. But I mean, okay, so like all the current ones have still made a lot less. Spider-Man,
yeah.
And Spider-Man 3 was 2007. Where the fuck is Spider-Man 1? 2002, 821 million. So that's probably over $1 billion adjusted.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to make $3 billion.
I don't know, man.
I don't. It's all you got to also think about.
I guess it also depends on what we're talking about, because what I'm specifically saying is that I think it will take number one box office that weekend, opening weekend. Whether or not over the course of its lifetime.
No, I'm talking about the worldwide gross when it comes out of theaters.
By the time it's done in theaters?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I could see it topping Endgame, but the thing is, if Toby and Andrew aren't in it at all after opening weekend, I think
it's
sales
going to completely drop off.
Right.
Yeah.
But
which, I mean, is not right. If it's a good movie, it's a good movie. It doesn't have to have them in it. But we also have the pandemic to think about, where people still aren't going to movies like they were before, at least in the US.
Yeah, but I don't know that any of that's going to matter for this movie.
I mean, maybe it won't. I don't think if it came out 3 years ago, it would have made more than Endgame. I just don't. Like, it just is not going to make $3 billion.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I'm interested to see how it does play out.
I mean, I'd like it to make $3 billion. Well, actually, I don't want it to make anything, because I want them to sell Spider-Man to fucking Marvel, but
yeah,
that's not going to happen. So
yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of factors at play. But I do. I mean, I do. I honestly think by the time it's said and done, like, I think opening weekend, it's going to take number one box office opening weekend.
Not a question.
And then if they do this right, like, this is gonna be one of those movies people go see 3, 4, 5 times in theaters.
I can see it doing over $1 billion. It's not gonna do 3. It's not gonna do 3. There's no way.
I mean, I don't know if it will do 3, but 2.75.
9.98. No, it's got. If it does 2.75, it still didn't beat Endgame.
Well,
it's got to be 2.798.
Yeah,
to beat it by $1 million. But anyway, I think I'm going to take that bet. I don't know. The kid's 20, so I doubt he's actually good for $100. But whatever.
I don't think I'm good for $100.
You should just do the thing, like, take the bet if that's what you want to do. If that's what you believe. You know, I'm not giving you financial advice.
This is not a financial advice podcast.
Oh, it's not?
No.
But
shit, I gotta call my bank.
And then afterwards,
you're still spoopy overdrafted.
Yes, I am.
If you are correct, and he's like, fuck, man, just be like, hey, it was just to prove a point. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. And then if I'm not, run.
Or, rain $2 bills over him.
Yeah.
Rain $52 bills over him.
You still have those?
I do not.
Oh.
They went into some child's college fund.
Anyway. So yeah, that's Spider-Man. We also watched some other stuff that was released at the Disney fan event.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff released.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was trying to look up release dates for stuff and I just couldn't find shit. That was also the thing that like froze on me, so fuck it.
A lot of confirmations.
Yeah. So let's talk about like the sorta kinda trailers. These were actually teasers. Did we talk about that on the show the other day, where like the difference between teasers and actual trailers?
Yeah.
So there's a Moon Knight teaser on YouTube. You guys should watch it. It's very, very short. Oscar Isaac is Mark Spector. I think he's actually like Stephen Grant in the trailer for the most part, but I don't know. We'll see what they do with the character, because there's a lot you could do here.
Yeah,
But,
a lot of options.
I mean, it's Oscar Isaac, so I'm into it.
Yeah.
It looks like it's looking into his mental health, so I'm into that. We also saw some blood and like some like hardcore beatdowns.
Yeah, it looks pretty gnarly.
So if this is our like the Disney Plus version of Daredevil, basically, as far as like the brutality of the show and the tone and everything,
yeah,
hell yeah, dude, I'm into that. Especially with Moon Knight, because like the common comparison is Batman with dissociative identity disorder, basically, right?
Right.
He's not Batman, but that's the common comparison.
Yeah. Which is what Nicole Kidman tells Val Kilmer he has.
What the fuck? Anyway. Moon Knight, for the most part, isn't afraid to kill people. And he also deals with a lot of like supernatural threats. So I don't know if that's going to be in the show or not.
Yeah, but he's not afraid to kill them either.
No, he's not afraid to kill them either. No, he'll stake a vampire. He'll fucking stab a werewolf with a silver moon-shaped dagger or boomerang or whatever.
Huh.
Moon darts.
They're called moon darts.
Yeah, he has like little like shurikens that are moon shaped.
Moon darts.
Moon darts.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, do you think that that's ridiculous?
Oh man,
A little bit.
What
Is
about
that
the
more
moon
ridiculous than fucking batarangs?
Batarangs? No, it's not.
Yeah.
Does he have moon shark repellent?
Not that I know of, but I wouldn't be surprised. I'm interested because it looks like they're dealing with the mental health issues that he has. It looks like they're making it kind of a brutal show. But this is all from like a 20-second trailer, so we'll see what actually happens.
It's gonna get dragged over the coals.
Yeah.
For misrepresentation of mental illness. I'm rolling my eyes.
Yeah. I mean, they already got in trouble with it with the comic books. So,
yeah.
Because, I mean, everybody did, right? Because everybody was calling it schizophrenia for a long time. And like, no, it's multiple personality disorder. And then multiple personality disorder got relabeled to dissociative identity disorder.
Yeah.
Or re-understood, or however that worked.
Yeah. I think I had to do with multiple personality disorder makes it sound not as bad. And then there was that show, United States of Terror, that also
made fun of it.
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah. So anyway, I love Moon Knight. As I read Moon Knight when I was a kid. What I could find of it. I don't think it was being published. Well, there was one, but I don't think I could ever find it. So it was like flea market, like, oh, holy shit, I found a Moon Knight book. And, you know, it'd just be like a random one in the middle of an arc or something, you know? Because like my favorite character was always Wolverine, but I also really liked Punisher. I liked Moon Knight. I liked all those kind of like the street level characters of Marvel and stuff.
Are you a cop? You know you have to tell us if you're a cop, right?
I am not a cop.
True.
Shane is not a cop.
No.
That's what he's saying.
I'm a quality inspector.
Which is a quality cop.
Yeah, I'm a quality cop.
Like inspecting the quality of our character?
No.
Okay.
Thank God.
Yeah. Mine doesn't have any either, so it's fine.
I haven't read a lot of individual Moon Knight. Most of my experience with Moon Knight is him in a cast, like a group cast, of superheroes. In which case he always stands out.
Yeah.
And he's like, he just has the character itself just has like a certain bravado to him. I remember one of my favorite scenes is he's talking to Spider-Man, and it's Gamora is like losing her shit, and Moon Knight's like, Gamora goes on like this long monologue, and Moon Knight looks at Spider-Man and he's like, I stopped paying attention. What's happening? And Spider-Man's like, apparently something about like, apparently the apple hasn't fallen far from the tree. And he's like, but you don't need to know all of that. Just punch whoever I punch.
Yeah.
And Moon Knight's like, okay, I got
it. This conversation, I think it's from Civil War, but I'm not 100% what it's from. This conversation between Punisher and Moon Knight is fucking one of my favorite, just like one cell from the comics.
Yeah.
That's hello Mark, you still crazy? Little bit. You still murdering people? Little bit. How's your imaginary god? He's good. How's your dead family?
Whoa.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping if it's the whole thing is him trying to figure out who he is and what the fuck's going on, it's got to be real good for it to be good.
Yeah.
Which, if you want to read that already happened in the books. It's the 2016 run, number 1 through 14. It's really fucking good. And you don't necessarily have to know anything about the character. It's basically all explained to you because it's a new writer, new run. So it's always explained to you at the beginning.
Okay.
Of every fucking comic book character. They even do that shit with Spider-Man. Here's a new writer. We're gonna start the numbering over. Peter Parker was bitten by a spider.
He was?
Yeah.
Shit.
Well, which we didn't talk about that in the Spider-Man trailer. He actually talks a little bit, just a hair, about the origin, which was interesting.
Yeah.
So I wonder if that's gonna come up in that movie. It seems like they already have it packed full of so much other shit. They don't need to do that, but
yeah. I mean, even if it's just in like quick dialogue or whatever, I think that could be cool. Because what he says in the trailer is cool. Right. He says, only 1 week of my life has felt normal ever since I was bitten by that spider.
Yeah.
Nice. Lovely origin. Thanks, brah. We appreciate you not redoing the whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't need a flashback of it in this movie either. But anyway, Moon Knight.
Yeah.
Looks cool. I'm interested. If they do the mental illness stuff well, then I would be okay with it all being about him trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. If it's not, we've already talked about being done with the 2 acts of the main character not being a hero before they become a hero in the last 5 minutes. So I would appreciate it if it wasn't like that, if it was bad, if it wasn't done really well,
Yeah.
If it's Iron Fist, not interested. If it's Daredevil, okay.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, there was way more stuff too.
She-Hulk.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm really excited for this. I'm excited for Moon Knight. I don't want to undercut it. But I am extremely excited for the She-Hulk show.
Yeah.
We have Tatiana Maslany as Jennifer Walters' She-Hulk. I've said this probably 100 times by now. If you are curious about her as an actress, you can check her out on a wonderful show on HBO Max called Perry Mason. It's just absolutely fucking amazing. Love that show.
I've heard really good things about that.
It's real good. So I'm also a fan of the 1940s noir stuff.
Yeah.
And that's Perry Mason. He's like a down on his luck PI. Why did you have to walk into my bar of all the bars or whatever the fuck that Casablanca line is?
I was going to say, is it Casablanca? I was thinking about Casablanca earlier because somebody was talking about Wolverine last night. And I was like, yeah, in the fucking OG Wolverine books, there's basically Casablanca in Madripoor. That's one of the big set pieces that's through all the first, 40 fucking Wolverine books.
Yeah. So I'm real excited to see her as She-Hulk. I think in the trailer she looks even more awesome.
She was the nurse that Tom fell in love with in Parks and Rec.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit, you're right. Yeah, she was.
I was like, man, I know her from something, but I can't find anything in her IMDb that I know her from. And I was like, Parks and Rec. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
She's just absolutely phenomenal. And so to see her portray this role I think is going to be awesome. And then we also see Bruce Banner.
Yep.
We see Intelligent Hulk, and pointed out on lots of internet videos, his arm is not fucked up.
Yep.
So the thought is that some of this series is going to take place before Endgame.
Yeah, so flashbacks or even the first few episodes maybe.
Yeah, just
during the blip.
Yeah. Just a interesting timeline. See what they do with that.
Yeah.
Because we also see Mark Ruffalo as as Bruce Banner.
Yes.
So he doesn't appear to constantly be Hulk.
Right.
So I'm sure we'll get the explanation for that in this.
Yeah.
And then there's he's in a weird bunker thing which could be
dude. If it's Gamma Base in New Mexico, that would be fucking tits. Are we gonna get a fucking Rick Jones?
Dude, we need a Rick Jones. We need a fucking Doc Samson.
We need a leader.
We need the fucking bring back that weird goofy dude as the leader.
The dude could play the leader. That's fine. We just need the leader. You fucking teased it. Like, let's do it.
We just seen Abomination and Shang-Chi.
Yep.
Shang-Chi.
That's true.
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi.
Sean-Chi.
So like I really want them to build more of these like Hulk characters because there's so much in the Hulk comics that's more than just Hulk Smash that I hope we're gonna get to.
Yeah, we could get Agents of Smash.
Brah.
Dude, if we had a live action Agents of Smash, I would shit all over the place. If you guys haven't watched Agents of Smash, get on Disney Plus and watch that. It's fucking hilarious.
That's a thing?
It's a cartoon from the mid 2000s, and it's pretty funny. It's good.
Yeah, I also wonder if we're gonna get. I mean, I imagine we're gonna get Hulkling in either She-Hulk or also announced
Secret Invasion.
Secret Invasion, which I'm not. I don't know.
I don't know how they're doing this.
I don't either. I'm not. Like, I wanted the next big event to be Secret Invasion.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted it to span across all the MCU movies.
Yeah. Which it should, but I don't know. If they set it up with a TV show and then have an Avengers movie about it, that could work too. And that might be something they start doing, right?
Yeah.
Basically doing like the movies are the big team ups and the shows are like your solo books, right? If you think about it in comic book terms.
Yeah.
Which I mean, that would be a thing that would make sense for setting everything up, but it wouldn't make sense for your casual audience, right? Because you wouldn't understand what the fuck was going on in the big team ups.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be the other way around. I think like the Secret Invasion show. I think what they're doing is the Secret Invasion show is gonna be like if you went and picked up just like 1 through like 8 of the comics that are Secret Invasion, and then you're gonna see a little bit of that spill over into each movie.
Yeah,
in each thing. I think that's how it's gonna end up being, but I don't know. We'll see.
And the only thing we saw that was
title screen.
Well, Sam Jackson with a beard and no eye patch.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bearded Jackson.
Beard, no eye patch.
Which someone brought up in one of the videos that we watched last night. Someone brought up that they thought that was actually Nick Fury, and the Nick Fury at the end of Far From Home that's on the Skrull ship is a Skrull.
Yeah.
And it has been a Skrull since sometime before Age of Ultron. Because if you watch Captain Marvel, this is something that I missed. And like, I can't believe I hadn't read about it or seen a video of somebody talking about it. Because these movies have all been out for a while.
Yeah.
For several years. If you watch Captain Marvel, when Nick Fury's in the past, he talks about something that no one else would know about him. And that one of those things that he talks about is how he cannot eat a sandwich that is cut diagonally. And when they're in Hawkeye's house in Age of Ultron, he eats a sandwich that is cut diagonally.
Whoa.
So that is part of the evidence that Nick Fury has been a Skrull for some time.
What the fuck?
Yeah. What I want it to be is, so we have like the Skrulls are different than what they are in the comics, at least thus far. We have them as refugees seeking refuge from a war.
The Kree Skrull War.
Yeah, the Kree Skrull War, which we've seen nothing about so far in the MCU. That's kind of where they have now. Or if some of them are defectors or some of them have ulterior motives, we don't know yet, because in the MCU we don't know a lot about the Skrulls.
I feel like they are the defectors. Like the refugees are the defectors. They're not the super militant part of the Skrull Empire.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping, is that, you know, we met good Skrulls first, so that a way they weren't representation of an entire race of people that are, you know, bad, because like they're all bad in the beginning of Marvel. Like they're all the Skrulls
were the original 3 or however many there were, the ones that got turned into cows.
Yeah,
where they were evil.
Yeah,
because I don't remember.
Yeah, they were bad. Okay. And then Reed was like, well, so like from our perspective as humans on Earth, they were bad.
Yeah,
like because that's important too. That was less important in the comics years.
A
long time
then,
ago. That's not how it was
like what.
Like they had to be
60s
bad guys
or something.
Yeah. But so what my hope is that this there has been a Nick Fury Skrull, but he's not. Nick Fury asked him to go be him on Earth.
Kind of like,
so that a way Nick could go defend.
So you want
original
sin without LMDs?
Yeah.
Okay.
So instead of LMDs, he's been using
Skrulls,
because it would also track with the shit, because we haven't seen shit about an LMD yet.
And
like
Iron Man. No, that's Avengers 1. At the beginning when the S.H.I.E.L.D. agent, what the fuck? God damn it. What's his name? Coulson, yeah.
Oh.
I knew a Marvel thing.
Yeah, thank you. When Coulson is like trying to get in to see Tony, and they're talking about building the tower. And he's like, "You've reached the life model decoy of Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Please leave a message."
Okay.
They've talked about him in jest, but they haven't actually like been in it.
Yeah.
That we know of.
So I think that would be cool.
Yeah.
If that's what Nick's been up to, because it seems like a very Nick thing to do. It also would help with, you know, why he's in so little, because he really doesn't have a lot of screen time across the MCU compared to like, because he's like kind of a main character of the MCU.
Yeah,
and I mean, doesn't have a lot of screen time. So I feel like it would help out.
Winter
with that.
Soldier was probably the most screen time he's got. Winter Soldier in Avengers 1.
Yeah.
He was in Avengers 1 a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if everyone in the Marvel universe is a life model decoy?
Okay.
I just wanted to contribute to something. Sorry.
Well,
I'll go back to playing on my phone.
The thing with some of the stuff in the Marvel universe would work if they were Skrulls, but wouldn't work if they were life model decoys, like getting the Soul Stone.
Right.
Like it would have worked if Hawkeye thought that was actually Nat, but it was a Skrull. Right?
Oh, okay.
Because he did love her, and she jumped and died, so then he would get the Soul Stone.
Right.
Tony and Hulk snapping. Like they wouldn't be able to use the gauntlet if they were life model decoys.
Right.
They could possibly use it if they were Skrulls.
Ooh.
Oh God.
I didn't mean to bring that up. I'm sorry.
Oops, all
It's
Skrulls.
fine.
Oops, all Skrulls.
Look, I took Tony's death real hard.
Same.
And I you know, I had some tears. It was a very emotional moment. As a character that I resonate with very hard, and was the beginning of this entire thing. And if they degrade his death in any way, I am going to be furious.
You know a way that they can honor his death, though? If they just paid him the fucking money, however much it would take, to get him into this next show.
Yes. This would be okay. This thing that we're about to talk about would be
totally
fine.
serious that would be honoring him because he wouldn't not be dead. He would still be dead.
Yeah.
But they're making an Ironheart show.
Yes.
And I don't remember the character's name. I'd have to look it up. But it's
Rory Williams.
Yeah. I mean, let me look.
Riri Williams.
I don't remember.
Riri. I don't either.
No idea.
Riri. Riri.
Oh, you're right.
Dave, do you feel like you need some diving equipment?
Yeah, a little bit.
Because you're out of your depth.
I'm way out of my depth. But you know what? I enjoy it. I'm listening to everything. I'm putting it all in the brain here. I mean, a lot of it falls out because it's my dumb brain. But I'm listening, and I'm the audience right now.
Okay. Sorry, buddy.
No, I like learning about this stuff. There's so much of it.
Yeah, there's so a lot of shit going on right now. So there wasn't anything about this show, just that there's an Ironheart show coming out. We don't have dates on any of this.
Yeah.
There was another. We didn't watch. I forgot. There's another Hawkeye thing. But I mean that comes out in like next week, so we're just gonna watch it.
It's a Christmas show. Jeremy Rayner's in it. I don't know how much more you need.
Yeah,
is that
Kate
next week?
Bishop
It comes out
next week. The first episode
premiering in
next Wednesday.
The show played by
Kate Bishop or
Yeah.
Echo.
Kate Bishop and Echo.
Yeah, and Echo's getting her own show.
Yeah.
But we're talking about Ironheart. Fuck me. Riri Williams basically takes up the mantle of Iron Man while Tony is dead at one point in the books.
Oh, okay.
He's not actually dead because nobody ever actually dies in the Marvel universe. Like
True.
Yeah, which is one of my problems with comic books.
Yeah.
So no one actually dies. So I don't want them to translate that onto the screen.
Yeah, they don't
don't do that.
They can't figure out how to create successors that will actually sell books, so they keep bringing people back.
Bring them back.
Yeah.
But
one of the few props that I will give to DC over Marvel is
sometimes
they're really good with
people actually
creating
stay
successors.
Yeah. But usually, I mean, a lot of times it just expands the roster instead of replacing them. But
yeah, because you can't sell millions of comic books without Batman.
Right. And it has to be Bruce. But anyway.
Yeah. Anyway.
Which, I mean, we've bitched about that too, so it's fine. We also are guilty of consuming because it's Peter Parker or because it's so and so,
I mean, I agree, but also fucking give me Miles Morales.
Dude, I like Miles.
If there is a piece of news that I watched. I don't know how old it was. It was at least maybe a week old, but there was a piece of news.
Okay.
And if it happens and Miles has a cheeseburger in his pocket, we could get him in 616 main continuity MCU, which isn't 616, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Several questions.
Yes.
Question time with Dave.
Why does a cheeseburger?
You don't make me talk about the cheeseburger.
Oh God. Oh God.
Okay, so a thing called Secret Wars happened.
How do we know about it?
It's a comic book thing.
But if it's a secret, how do we know?
God damn it, Dave.
Because you, as the audience, are omniscient.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we know it, but they don't know.
Yeah, not everybody knows about it.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'll stop this.
So
bit.
what happened? In the Marvel universe or Marvel multiverse, whatever you want to call it, there are these beings called Beyonders, and they exist outside of reality.
Okay.
And they were basically like, yeah, we're just gonna shut everything down. Fuck it, we're done. We're done with this grand experiment. We're gonna turn it all off, kill everyone.
Damn. All right.
All the whole multiverse. They're basically like just slamming universes into each other and destroying them.
Damn, Beyonders.
Yeah, and the Nexus was Earth. So there was like several years of talking about this happening and being like, what the fuck's going on? It mostly in the Illuminati book.
Yeah.
And it eventually gets down to they're trying to figure out how to stop them. Several people are trying different things, like the Fantastic Four are trying one thing. There's like basically the Masters of Evil are trying another thing. Doctor Doom and Doctor Strange
Okay.
like team up to try and stop it.
Whoa. Okay.
But Doctor Doom basically betrays Doctor Strange eventually.
No way.
Yeah, right, because it's Doctor Doom. I mean, he tried to be a good guy for once, but then he was just like, this is my idea of good, and everyone else was like,
that's not really good,
that's
bro.
not really good, bro. You're just kind of a dictator that has the power of lots of gods.
Duh.
So what happens is they stop the Beyonders. Doctor Strange is like, I can't be trusted with that much power, and Doctor Doom's like, okay, bro, I'll do it. And he recreates reality. And there's like a whole summer or whatever that was this event leading up to that point, and then what happens after he recreates reality. Part of the engine that they used to absorb and wield this power was a guy called Molecule Man, who can also like bend reality based on, because he can fuck with molecules.
Okay.
But he's like crazy. And he was just being used as a battery by Doctor Doom.
Oh shit. Okay.
So he's like locked underneath like a tomb, and while all the universes were collapsing, there was basically like these lifeboats that a couple of different versions of Reed Richards made. And on one of them was Miles Morales. He like snuck on because he saw a bunch of villains getting on this one.
Oh, okay.
And from his universe, and it ended up on in the new reality. So he's there from Ultimate Universe 1610, I think. And he runs into Peter Parker, and they end up from 616 because he was, I don't remember, or it's not actually the 616. It's like one that Doctor Doom made, because he takes like pieces of different realities that are like left and makes one world out of it, and it's called Battle World. So there's all kinds of crazy shit. You should read it because it's real fun.
It sounds fun.
Yeah,
I have the Unlimited app still. So.
Yeah, you should read it. It's
a lot.
There's a lot.
Yeah,
but it's fun. Good. Anyway, they go and they talk to Molecule Man, and they're basically like in this room that's just a white nothing, and like Molecule Man's in the middle of it, and he's like, I'm hungry. And they're like, and Peter's like, I don't know what the fuck to do for you, but we need to talk to you about what's going on. And he won't stop talking about that he's hungry. And he's like, I smell a cheeseburger. And Miles is like, well, I was eating dinner when my universe crumbled, so I have this cheeseburger that's been in my pocket for like a week, and I forgot about it. And he's like, give it to me. So he gives it to him. He's like, I wouldn't eat that if I were you. And he's already mound down on it. And he's like, oh my God, it's so delicious. And then he helps them. So then like they beat whatever happens. They beat Doctor Doom, and they got to like remake reality as it was before. Right. And Molecule Man is helping with this. And instead of like doing whatever he was going to do with the Ultimate Universe, because they can't remake everything, he like takes Miles and puts him in 616 as like a thank you. Like, your universe is gone, all your family is dead and stuff, but like, here, you can live still.
Because of a cheeseburger.
Yeah, because
Nice.
he gave him a cheeseburger. You're nice. You're a nice guy.
Aw.
Continue to live.
I don't know much about Miles, but like I loved Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, it's really good.
So
yeah. But yeah, just talked for like 20 minutes about that. That was kind of intense.
Yeah.
I love
It is confirmed we're getting a second Into the Spider-Verse.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Which, I mean, they completely set that up at the end of that.
Yeah.
Oh, the news was relating sort of to that was that the Russo brothers said that they were in an impasse in talks with Marvel to do another movie or another set of movies.
Yeah.
Which nobody knew that they were talking to Marvel to begin with.
Yeah.
Because they basically were like, we're not doing any more Marvel movies unless it's Wolverine or Secret Wars.
Yeah.
So maybe they're in talks to do Wolverine or Secret Wars.
Or maybe they're in talks to do Wolverine leading into Secret Wars.
Yeah.
Can you clean that up, please?
I mean, I don't know how Wolverine leads into Secret Wars, but I'll watch it. Yeah, Ironheart.
Oh, that's what we were talking about.
You can honor Tony Stark and RDJ's portrayal of Tony Stark by paying him goddamn money to come back and at least do a voiceover of a AI program that's running on the suit that Riri gets.
Yes.
In the comics, he's dead. Not really, but he's dead, and it's a AI version of him as a hologram that's basically guiding her through her hero's journey.
Yeah, also acceptable. Also previously set up in the MCU, I will accept Tony having uploaded his consciousness to a computer.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what that AI in the comic was.
And then that computer eventually turns evil.
Isn't
Let's
that
just
Ultron?
steal some more stuff from
Just
Earth X.
Ultron.
Yeah. Just do it. Fucking, you've already done it.
We talked about the Secret Invasion show. There's going to be some more animated stuff. What If Season 2, which I'm excited for that. What If Season 1 wasn't amazing, but it was pretty decent.
It was good for what it was.
A few of the episodes were more standout than the others.
Yeah.
Somebody said that they should put the Beyonder in it. Which, I mean, after you've done a reality jumping Viztron with the Infinity Armor, or whatever the fuck you want to call that.
I understood 3 of those words.
I mean, it wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility to do the original Beyonder. It'd be cool. Could be cool.
Yeah.
If we got like a What If Battle Worlds.
Yeah. That'd be cool. Isn't Secret Wars one of the confirmed titles?
I thought it was.
I thought I saw something about that.
I thought they were going to do it, but like, I mean, Inhumans was supposed to be a movie.
Yeah.
Eternals was supposed to be a show. Like, I mean, we're getting pretty far out there.
Yeah.
But continuing with the animated stuff, you have What If there's going to be a Marvel Zombies spinoff or just outright show.
Yeah.
We don't know if it's going to be a spinoff of the Marvel Zombies episode of What If or if it's going to be its own thing.
I kind of don't want, because like they fucked up the zombie stuff in What If, so I kind of hope it's like
its own thing.
And it's not just like picking up from What If. I hope it's its own thing, and it's gonna, I'm gonna say the thing. I'm gonna say it.
Do it.
I hope it follows the comics a little bit closer, and we get more of a comic. Like we got MCU Marvel Zombies in What If. That's not what I want.
Agreed.
I want Marvel Zombies based on the comics that leads into Marvel Zombies versus the Army of Darkness.
I concur.
So, please make...
I wanted to make the sound too. God damn it, Dave.
Please make Bruce Campbell rich again.
Yes!
And bring him in as Ash for the Marvel Zombies.
Whoa. Ash was in Marvel Zombies?
There is a crossover book of Army of Darkness versus Marvel Zombies.
What? What?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I have it if you want to borrow it.
Yeah, I need to check that out. I got real excited.
I'll let you borrow it today, and you can talk about it on Hostful next week.
Done.
Done.
Done and done.
Okay.
Done.
Also, thank you.
There's also I Am Groot, which I feel like there's already I Am Groot on Disney Plus, so I'm guessing this is like a season 2 or something.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't watch the first one.
I don't know.
I don't give a fuck.
There's a lot of random Guardians of the Galaxy stuff. I was telling Dave before the show on Disney Plus. There's like 2 or 3 seasons of a show that's just like a.
We got a teaser for the Christmas special at all?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, so we got the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special. Is that supposed to be this year or is it supposed to be next year?
This year.
Oh,
I totally forgot there was a Christmas special.
They might be waiting until after Hawkeye comes out to release the teaser and the trailer on 2 weeks before the show.
Is it going to be like the Star Wars holiday special?
I hope so.
Yeah, it's going to be like 45 minutes long or something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
I hope
it's just like a slice of life.
Completely stupid.
It's going to have Chewbacca's son.
Yes.
Yeah. It's supposed to play. So the weird thing about it is it's supposed to play a pretty big part in the MCU. Like, you can't not watch it and then go watch Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Are they going to make Adam Warlock Jesus?
What do you
born on
mean
Christmas
gonna
Day.
make? Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen anything else about that since James Gunn last talked about it in an interview.
Yeah. I haven't either, so I don't know if that's happening or not. We got a title screen for the Agatha House of Harkness show.
Yeah.
It was Agatha all along.
It was Agatha all along.
Yeah.
Agatha's actually King.
I know
and Kang is actually Mephisto.
Did I tell you guys?
My favorite comment on so in one of the trailers for Spider-Man that was released in another country.
Yeah.
There's a scene where in that climactic, what looks like the end climactic fight scene, the lizard gets punched in the face by absolutely nothing, and it looks like something was CGI'd out.
Oh yeah, it's the Brazil trailer.
Yeah,
so you can find it if you want to watch it.
So my favorite thing I've seen is someone posted it and was like, "Who's punching lizard?" And the first comment is Mephisto.
Yeah. What were you gonna say, Dave?
I'll say, I don't know if I told you guys, but when I got that Marvel Unlimited app,
Yeah.
I read all of Spider-Ham.
Oh.
And there was a Kang in there, but it's Kang Roo.
Fucking surprised.
What? That I read Spider-Ham?
Yeah. You should read Spider-Man One More Day and tell us what you think.
One More Day. Spider-Man
Yeah.
One More Day. Okay.
Yeah. Which I mean it doesn't seem like it now that we've seen more of the movie from the trailers, but from the first trailer for Spider-Man, I was like, man, Doctor Strange could totally be Mephisto. Because
I didn't also think that at all.
Because he starts a fire with just like a flick of his hand, and without like doing any of the magic stuff that he normally does. He's like for some reason the Sanctum Sanctorum is all icy, and a lot of people think that the devil runs hot, but he actually runs cold.
Yep.
There's a poster in the background when they're walking up to school. Like, one of the people that's protesting has a poster of Peter, and it says "Devil in Disguise," and he has horns. In One More Day, it's Mephisto that makes everyone forget that Peter is Spider-Man.
Yeah.
The
reason I suggest it is because One More Day is one of the most divisive comics I've ever seen.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
because you have lots of comic book fans who are nerds that hate it and think it's one of the worst things ever written. And then you have some that love it and think it's one of the best things ever written. I fall into that latter category because it is definitively one of my favorite small arcs that I've that I've ever read.
Huh, okay.
I really like it. I think you disliked it.
I never read it.
You never read it.
There's a lot of random Spider-Man stuff that's actually like kind of important that I haven't read. I read a shit ton of the 90s stuff that everybody hates.
Yeah, same. That's kind of what I grew up on, actually.
I mean, like, everybody loves when Venom became Venom, and some people like Maximum Carnage, though if you go back and read it, it's pretty cringy. Nobody likes the Clone Saga.
I've heard that. I know that.
It's because it went on for way too long. It's like, come on, just end it. How many fucking clones of Peter Parker are there?
Yeah.
All of them. All the clones. But yeah. Like, I read all that shit. That's the Spider-Man stuff that I read. I read some random stuff after that, but I didn't read One More Day.
Yeah. And then also we have yet to talk about, which I'm super curious how the fuck they're gonna do this. A revitalization of X-Men 97 cartoon animated.
No, not revitalization. Continuance.
Yeah, reviving it, bringing it back.
The revitalization is different from reviving it, because revitalization sounds like a remaster, right?
Sure.
They're continuing.
Anyway.
They're continuing the X-Men show from where it left off.
Yeah. I don't think this is gonna work. I'm excited for it.
They're bringing back a lot of the voice actors.
Yeah, I don't know. This is a weird thing to me. I'm excited for it.
It's been in my head since you guys mentioned it.
I'm glad to see them do something wild like this.
Yeah. Well, they already.
I don't know. Like
they already did it in comic book form. I think it was after Secret Wars. There was I don't remember if it was called X-Men 97, but it was based on the like when do you remember when they did the Batman Adventures comic that was drawn like the 92 or 94 or whatever Batman show?
Mm-hmm.
They did the same thing with the X-Men.
Okay.
And it was more recent. So it could be fantastic.
Could be.
It could be cringy as fuck.
Could definitely be.
My nostalgia
is hard.
Is ready to swallow it either way.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. And it's I'm glad to see them take this kind of like initiative on doing something like fairly, different. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to try to watch the X-Men cartoon again. It's been a long time.
Remember it through rose-tinted glasses.
I remember Morph. He died in the first episode.
Did he?
This one's for you, Morph. I mean, he didn't. That was actually a question.
More like sarcasm.
Oh, okay. It was okay. So X-Men 92 was originally a limited series as one of the many tie-in titles for Marvel's 2015 Secret Wars event. Later was released in its second volume as a continuous series in early 2016, starring members of the popular 90s Fox Kids Saturday morning cartoon X-Men. So it was with a team, and it was kind of more cartoony, but from the cover, it doesn't look like it was drawn exactly like the show. Unlike the Batman thing, which looked almost exactly like the show. I think it had some of the writers from the show do those comics too. But the Batman one, not the X-Men one. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Paul Dini.
So pretty much it for...
I'm sure there's one or two we're forgetting. There was so many. There was so many. It was just rattling them off. I'm excited for Moon Knight. I'm excited for Hawkeye because it's coming up and it looks really good. I'm excited for Wolverine leading into X-Men. That's not a real thing. Don't add us. Do add us, but
Yeah, please add us.
But don't like get mad because that's not a real thing yet. I'm excited for everything. Like I've said before, if they put shit out every weekend, I'd watch it.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking slut for Marvel.
Yeah.
I really like listening to you guys explain it to me,
Dirty slut.
but I should get into more of the Marvel stuff.
Dude, I have a thing for you later. I just read this thing about Moon Knight and the age of Khonshu from this year or last year. Just fucking completely ridiculous.
I'm already excited.
So to close out our MCU Marvel talk stuff, we had a comment on Facebook.
Oh yeah.
Comment reads, just finished this episode. It was the episode DQP does the MCU Eternals, episode 121.
Okay.
Just finished this episode. I'd like to know, 1, thoughts on the diversity of the heroes in this movie, and 2, thoughts on this movie outside of the MCU. I get you all hated this movie, but if you look at it as a standalone, non-MCU related, and going into this knowing nothing about these characters, would your opinions change any? So, part 1 of the question. Thoughts on the diversity of the heroes in this movie.
Fantastic. You've got like, I mean, if you're just counting the diversity, you know, because that seems weird to me, but like if you're just counting up the diversity, you have a person that's disabled, you have Angelina Jolie's Ancient, you have black people, Asian people, you have Indian people, like you have a ton of diversity in this cast.
Yeah, for
right?
sure.
It's
right.
fantastic.
You have a deaf person in the cast.
That's what I said. You have disabled, like that's a disability.
Yeah, right.
So like it's a very diverse cast, which is fantastic. And I don't think that hurt the movie in any way. Because I know we shit on this movie.
Right.
That had nothing to do with it except for Angelina Jolie being a fucking mannequin made of stone.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. I really dug it. There was a bunch. Everyone was in this film.
Yeah. I mean, the 2 of the 3 characters that I gave a shit about were not fucking white dudes like you would assume that I like because I'm a white dude.
Right.
Yeah, white
right?
dude.
What?
I said, yeah, white dude.
Yeah. So like
I am also a white dude.
Yeah. I mean,
Jeez, guys, brag.
Wait a minute.
Sorry. But, you know, that had nothing to do with us not liking this movie. Was the second question about whether we would like it if it wasn't a Marvel movie and we didn't know anything about the characters?
Yeah. On the first question,
you need to answer that.
I pretty much agree with what you said. I thought the diverse cast was amazing. I think we need more of that. I'm not totally against changing like a character's like ethnicity and things like that, as long as like it doesn't play a huge part in like who that character is. Like,
right.
But also like I do think it is important. This with Eternals, what you've done here is you've taken characters that people don't really know. I mean, even lots of comic book fans aren't like
I didn't
like
really
this
know
is a
them
niche.
A lot.
This is like a niche group of people for comic book fans.
Mm-hmm.
So like in changing some of these, like that's fine.
Yeah,
like these aren't staple characters. Like this isn't a huge deal. So I think what they did with the cast was amazing. And how they attempted to incorporate it was good, but I felt poorly executed. It felt like they took someone from like a couple different ethnicities from each continent and
just
like
threw them
made
together.
Threw them together.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like it was necessarily executed well.
Right.
There was a lot they could have done.
So
and they didn't touch on them being the gods of Mesopotamia,
right?
Like at all.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
it was there.
Like, yeah, you're Gilgamesh and you're Icarus, but those were the only ones that you were like, okay, cool.
Yeah. So
Athena isn't Athena, but she is Athena.
Yeah, drop the A.
Yeah. Whatever. So that's an interesting thing though that you talk about that they didn't, the way it was executed was odd, and I think here's the reason is because they're not from Earth. So it literally didn't matter what color they were. right?
Yeah.
So like it doesn't matter. So like that's why you could just be like, okay, well, Ajak is a girl and Salma Hayek in the comics he's a guy.
Yeah.
And like all these other characters will just change their ethnicity and it doesn't matter because they're not even fucking people. They're robots.
Yeah.
Which makes it kind of like a cop out, I guess. So like if you had another team of characters that is like actually from Earth, it would be more of a important thing to make them diverse than it was to make the Eternals, especially when you're going to make the Eternals fucking robots.
Yeah.
For them to be diverse, because I mean, not to like diminish a diverse cast, because in real life that is a good thing that it was a diverse cast.
Yeah.
Because then people that are not just white dudes are making money, and it gives, you know, kids and stuff representation, so on and so forth,
which is super important.
Right. But as far as like story purposes, it didn't matter because it was a coat of paint.
Yeah.
Right. So like it's kind of a cop out, but also a good thing at the same time. So it's like half-assed, right? They did not whole ass the diversity.
Correct.
It was an easy movie to do it in.
They to rephrase pretty much exactly what you just said. In the meta aspect of the movie, it offered roles to different diverse cast members. Great.
Right.
The diversity played no part in the story, and we didn't see struggles of any of these people specifically due to the diversity.
Right.
So, good job on casting. Poor execution for representation.
The movie.
Yeah.
So let's get to the second question.
So the second part of the question was thoughts on this movie outside of the MCU.
Okay. Just like thoughts on the movie outside of the MCU. Was it a bad movie because it was in the MCU or because we knew the characters? Or was it actually just a bad movie? Right?
Yes.
It's just a bad movie. Like, the pacing is fucking shot. The plot is shot. The character development is shot. The characters that are in it that are supposedly important are literally red herrings for a good portion of the movie. That's fucking shot. Like, the whole thing is shot. Like, I don't understand. Like, I understand people that like it because it has like a little bit of decent CGI action, but I wouldn't even call the CGI great because it literally looks like fucking some weird wiry dogs from a DC movie 6 years ago. But like the action is okay. And like if you're just like turn your brain completely off and you're like, ooh, Mesopotamia is pretty and these gods beating up these dogs is cool. Then yeah, I could see liking it. But if you thinking about the movie at all, while you're watching it, I just don't see it like holding up in any way.
Yeah.
I would agree. Speaking of someone who is not that versed in Marvel to begin with.
Yeah.
I agree. I don't think it's not that good of a movie.
Yeah.
It felt to me like DC, which I like DC, but it felt like a DC movie.
Yeah.
And those aren't typically that great.
No.
But yeah,
not for the last few years anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty much going to agree with that. Trying my best. I was trying my best to be unbiased watching it.
Yeah.
Because I want to watch all these movies, even though they're MCU movies, as if they are their own movie. And like Cersei's power still doesn't make any sense. Like, yeah, outside of it being an MCU movie, like her power makes no sense.
Yeah.
In the movie, if like why she couldn't use it on the Eternals, if it's like they were
on
synthetic
the Eternals,
beings,
on the Deviants.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's like a pretty big plot hole that's supposed to hold up the movie.
Yeah.
So, Yeah, I mean that really kills it for me. And then like you said, the pacing is bad. Like it just doesn't there's too much. There's too much. They tried to cram too much story into it. I never like movies that have to tell you instead of showing you the primary exposition and the primary idea of the movie, and that's exactly what it did. It took 5 minutes to tell you everything it was trying to show you the entire time, and it knew it was failing to show it to you, so it decided to tell you to make sure you got the point.
Yeah.
Don't spoon feed me. If you're a casual viewer, okay, I get it. You might have enjoyed this movie. But I mean, ultimately, at my core, I really don't understand anyone walking away from this movie wanting to watch it again.
No.
Watching it one time and being like, oh, it was all right. And, I watched it in theaters, I enjoyed it. Or I watched it at home, put it on, enjoyed it. But I don't, this isn't, I don't know, it's just not a great movie.
No. Did that answer all your questions, E? Maybe. Probably.
I think so.
Was that it? Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, Eternal, still 2 thumbs down. Whether it's MCU or not.
I'm gonna one up you. I'm gonna give it 2 thumbs down and a limp dick.
Oh, well, I thought maybe that my 2 thumbs down would imply that my dick was limp, but oh yeah, Willem Dafoe.
Just said that we talked about wieners a lot, and then we hadn't talked about wieners yet.
Willem Dafoe's dick.
Yeah.
Insert Willem Dafoe dick here.
Large and confusing.
Yeah.
We talked about him earlier, but we didn't talk about his dick, which is uncharacteristic of us. We might be Skrulls.
Oh shit! I'm a life model decoy.
Oh, okay.
Well, you're safe from Cersei.
Yeah. Or are you? I don't know. It doesn't make any sense.
Oh, no, you're not. Because you're inorganic.
Yeah, but is a celestial? They are born. They're not made. So what?
I don't know. I'm tired.
And her power worked on them.
About this
yeah,
movie.
dude, it's fucking stupid.
I think I'm just gonna bring up Eternals every once in a while just to make you guys real mad.
Yeah, it might work.
Maybe the thing we were supposed to take away is that the deviants weren't organic, and the celestials also aren't organic, or my brain doesn't work anymore.
Don't worry about it. Let's just move on.
Let's move on.
What did we have after that, Dave? After the trailers?
Dave has a movie review.
I do have a movie review / recommendation. So me, Dave, I recommend a movie called Dave Made a Maze.
You made a maze?
I didn't make a maze. This different Dave. Other Dave made a maze.
Make a movie about you playing another Dave making a maze?
Oh, you found me out.
Is it just you singing David Bowie songs from the Labyrinth?
It is now. You can find that on YouTube.
TikTok.
And TikTok.
Reels.
Anyways,
Dave made a labyrinth.
So there's a movie.
Made a maze.
Whatever. I don't even know what the title of the movie is. But talk about it, please.
It's on Shudder, I believe. That's
okay.
where I watched it. It's called Dave Made a Maze. It is not really a horror movie. It's got horror elements. It's more like a comedy adventure.
Mm-hmm.
But it starts with
Adult Goonies.
Yeah, almost exactly what it is. It starts out with this girl walks into her apartment, and in the middle of the apartment is just this cardboard looking maze, this almost like a box fort.
Yeah.
And she's like, Dave, and he's like, oh, hi, honey, you're home. I'm in the maze. I built a maze. And then it goes credits and whatnot. And comes back and she's like, okay, well, can you come out here? I've been gone. And Dave's this out of luck artist, down on his luck artist. He's like, oh, I can't come out. I'm lost. And well, why don't you just break this fort down? He's like, no, I've been working on this all weekend. Don't break it down. So it goes on for a while, and then she invites a friend over, one of his buddies. And the same thing happens, why are you in the maze, blah, blah. And it ends up being there's a whole bunch of people in their apartment. And every time they would say, let's just go in. It's do not go in. It's not finished. It's dangerous. Don't go in. And eventually they go in.
Yeah.
And it's like this huge, elaborate thing. It's bigger on the inside, is what he keeps saying. So
I get that reference.
So
is that what my girlfriend said?
Doctor Who.
It's bigger on the inside. That's why my dick feels small. Never
Oh,
mind.
I thought she was talking about Uranus.
okay.
Is that the noise Uranus makes?
I was gonna say that. It's like throwing a hot dog down a hallway.
Nope.
So yeah, they go inside the maze, and it's this huge, elaborate, like cardboard maze.
Yeah.
And there's like traps that are in the maze, and like there's even a minotaur. Like the minotaur has like a cardboard minotaur head, but like a human body. It's kind of an artsy film.
I'm into those.
But it's got a lot of charm. It's kind of cute. There's a part where there's a person steps on a trap and they get their head cut off, but instead of blood, it's confetti.
I want to watch this.
Okay. I'm into that.
Yeah.
I loved it when Kingsman did it with fireworks. So.
Yeah, they did fireworks. Yeah. But yeah, it's cute. It's a fun movie. It doesn't take itself very seriously, but the coolest part is like all this maze is really well done. Like the scene work is really cool. There's a part where they turn into little like paper bag puppets. That's really kind of cool.
Fuck?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So yes, Dave made a maze. It's on Shudder.
I'm super into wanting to watch this.
Highly recommend it.
Yeah. I also want to watch this.
There's really no one big in it other than
The Minotaur?
the Minotaur, yeah, who's actually a wrestler. He's John Morrison from WWE.
Oh, that was a joke about how large Minotaurs are.
I mean, they're big. And also, Dr. Venture is in it.
Oh shit!
Like, yeah, I forget his name, but like, that guy sounds familiar. I'm like, oh shit, it's Dr. Venture.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I want to watch it. It's super bad now.
So yeah, I recommend watching that.
Cool.
Do we have anything else?
We're at an hour and a half, so I think that's good.
It's good, yeah. We talk a lot.
Next week, Dave will tell you about his AEW experience.
I would love to do that.
Oh yeah.
And we'll discuss at least a couple episodes of Cowboy Bebop, which we're not doing today because I'm dumb and it comes out on the 19th, not the 12th.
Oh, I'm gonna be busy not playing Battlefield 20, whatever the fuck.
Oh yeah, we should probably do a Call of Duty Vanguard review next week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, you act like we don't trash stuff all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
One day we might create something.
Hopefully somebody trashes it on their podcast.
Somebody
that no
will
one
trash
listens
it.
to.
And whenever I get internet again, I'm going to review the entire internet.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
Oh, fuck. All right.
That'd be a good segment. Dave reviews the internet.
Yeah, it is. Guys, I found out this thing called the internet today. I was telling people at work today, I'm like, man, if I ever get the internet on, you're going to see me for like a whole week. I'm going to take PTO. The Fist of God show.
The year is 2021, and Dave just said, if I ever get the internet.
Yep.
You're right.
Oh, man.
All right. Well, I guess this wraps up another exciting episode of The Hostful. I've been ya boy.
Yeah, boy.
We got the hype man Shane. Ugh. Yeah. And we got the mumbler Russell.
I definitely mumbled some today.
He did. All right. Well, have a good one. I hate ending end the show? Can it like never end so I don't have to end the show?
I mean, this episode is never ending.
it's still fucking going.
This is the show that never ends.
All right.
It's kind of creepy.
What the fuck?
This has been a production of the Drafty Quarters Podcast Network.